Here we are again at Tournament Central, and welcome back to the latest matchup in the 2022 Elkhart County Historical Museum Collections Tournament. It's hard to believe, but we're already halfway through the first round. Today's matchup, we're going to send it back to Julie and her bracket, where we have a really good matchup of the Star brand bicycle going up against a photo of a basketball player from Indiana University. There's some great history here that Julie's going to share, and she's going to have 2 minutes to share about each item. So, 2 minutes for the bicycle, 2 minutes for the basketball player photo, and we're going to see what she'll tell us. Also, she might tease what we'll learn if one of these items moves on to the Elite Eight. But that's for another time, so let's send it out to Julie and hear her present about these two great objects.
We're here in the large object storage section of the collection center that we call the Annex. And for this matchup, I have selected this bicycle, which dates to roughly 1900. Our collections records indicate that the bicycle was owned by Lloyd Hirschberger of Wakarusa, and then it was made in Goshen. It is labeled with a star badge in a circle surrounded by flowers. The leather seat is embossed with US, and the bike has a bell. The tires are long gone. In a search for more information, I found from our friends at the Goshen Historical Society that they believe if this bike was made in Goshen, it might be misidentified as an Ariel Cycle brand bike. Perhaps Star was just the model. Ariel Cycle Company catalogs from 1895 and 1896 indicate that bicycles sold for around $100 at that time. The manufacturing origin of this bike is going to be hard to track, so I also looked into Mr. Hirschberger. While our photo collection doesn't have a picture of Lloyd Hirschberger of Wakarusa, we can show you downtown Wakarusa at the turn of the 20th century. I can imagine Lloyd Hirschberger cycling past this scene and being glad he doesn't have to feed or water his bike. Or, worse yet, clean up after it. I also got my hopes up when I found a photo of another Hirschberger, Lemon, astride a bike on the Hirschberger property on Lusher Avenue in Elkhart, taken around 1917. While this is not our mystery bicycle, it reminds us that a bicycle would have been a welcome addition to the horse-drawn options prevalent at the time. Even today, more than 100 years after these photos were taken, our neighbors in the Anabaptist faith community rely on bikes for much of their transportation needs. And cycling for leisure is very popular, as evidenced by the many trails that crisscross the county. If you advance the bike in the tournament, we'll dig deeper into Lloyd Hirschberger's story and the mystery of the Star bike and its possible origins in Goshen. So vote for the bike if you want to see it go forward. We're here in the library to take a closer look at one of my favorite photos in the collection. I became aware of this image when I started looking for vertical pictures of people that would work for a banner project. One criterion was that the images needed to fit proportions of the banners. It was just luck that I came across this person. The collections record says it could be Paul Schuler. It was Paul Schuler who donated this photo, as well as numerous Elkhart High School pennant weeklies from 1915 to 1920. My first challenge was to try to verify the subject of the photo. So, I did a search for Indiana basketball and the name Schuler. I found Herman Schuler, who played basketball for IU around the late 19-teens and the early 1920s. Team photos matched this photo that we have, so we knew that our basketball player, was the same Herman Schuler that was on the IU teams around that time. I also searched for him on the Elkhart County Sports Hall of Fame website. There I found another aspect of Schuler's sports career. The more I investigated Herman Schuler, the more impressed I became. Herman Schuler lived a life in service and education. He played not only basketball at IU, but also baseball. He earned a law degree in 1923 and returned for a degree in math in 1931. There is so much more to share about Herman Schuler, and if you vote for his photo, we'll dive deeper into his story. Here's just one teaser. Go Napanee Bulldogs. So if you want to learn the story, advance Herman Schuler's photo to the next round.
All right, thank you, Julie. Some really great things that I'm learning throughout this entire tournament, and some really interesting things that I'm learning from our entire museum staff. That's one of the reasons we really enjoy this tournament. Everyone on the staff sees this as a great opportunity to learn about more of our collection, and most importantly, share it with all of you. But the important thing is, you have to choose which one of these is going to move on to the Elite Eight. Watch these videos on the museum Facebook page or the Elkhart County Parks YouTube page. Leave a comment on what you want to see move on. Will it be the photo? Will it be the bicycle? You have to decide. Just post a simple comment and that will count as your vote. If you want to see these move on, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell anybody to leave a comment and try to get one of these items into the next round of the Elite Eight. So cast your vote, watch these videos, learn the history of Elkhart County. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.